AITR Alumni Podcast, a space where we bring inspiring voices, remarkable journeys, and a transformative experience from our very own alumni. Today, we are joined by Mr. Gaurav Singh, founder and CEO of Mirach Aerospace and a trailblazer in India's drone and defense tech ecosystem. With global academic roots at IIM Lucknow, Moscow Aviation Institute, and Beihang University, he has led impactful UAV program at Delivery Robotics and contributed to cutting-edge innovations across logistics and aerospace. We are excited to dive into his journey, his experiences, and the vision that drives the work in next-gen aerial system. So, coming to the first question, how did you manage to fly a two-seater airplane with Indian Air Force in 2010 with NCC Airwing while doing engineering and representing the state?
Yeah, thanks much actually. So thanks much for inviting me first. Yeah, it was a very good experience. I was in first year of computer science engineering at Acro, for
Oh,
two. Eventually, I wanted to be a pilot from my childhood days, and I came to know that NCC Air Wing, it's a wing of sub wing of Indian Air Force. So I applied there. It was in Nehru Stadium. I went there. I used to go from morning 4 till 6. I used to do parades and all these things. Apart from my college, which used to start
okay.
at 9, I managed dually. And once fine day, I just got an opportunity that do you want to fly an aircraft? And that's where my luck opened. I went there. I signed my indemnity bond that yeah, now you need to fly with the wing commander of Indian Air Force. So my first officer was flying with me. He was an ex MiG-21 pilot. So he was wing commander of Indian Air Force, commanding officer of NCC-1 MPS squadron. I went with him. I went with my seniors actually. I was the only one junior amongst all 200 cadets to get selected. I went there for flying. I saw the aircraft. It was a two-seater Canadian aircraft, Zenit CH-701. I hop on with the seat next to my commanding officer. He gave me the controls. We had a chit chat. We went to the Delhivery airport. We had our first liftoff. I was seeing the aircraft from the top, and the view of Indore was so good. That's where it all started, and finally, it ended up being me in the nationals in top three. Representing Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh in All India Vayu Sainik Camp. That is the creamiest lab camp of Indian Air Force in Bangalore. So I
Oh,
competed in Indore with 200 cadets. Then I went to Bhopal, 2 MP squadron. I competed with the Bhopal candidates. Then I went to Raipur 3CG. I competed there. I flew there. And then finally, I went to the Bangalore. That was Jakkur Aviation Academy.
okay.
And there I flew the aircraft with the other wing commanders of the Indian Air Force representing Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. Yeah.
That is very inspiring. You were managing both college and flying at the same time. So that is very inspiring.
First thing I would say, at that point of time, my HOD, Miss Rashmi, was there. She was HOD of Computer Science.
Okay.
Our chairman, Gaurav sir, was there that time. Dr. Sharma sir was there. I would like to thank all of them because if they would not have supported me that time, my journey wouldn't have started being a pilot and today wherever I'm sitting right now. So it's all up to the
Okay.
great course to them.
And so, how was your journey at Acropolis? Like, first you were into computer science, you were a computer science student, and then you switched to mechanical engineering. So, how was it?
So it was, I don't say it was a luck where it all started because
Okay.
the thing is, I was in Acro too. It was long time back. So
Okay.
so how it started is I wanted to become a pilot and I wanted to do aerospace engineering. Aerospace engineering does not start with the computer science, right? And
Yes.
that's where I opted to see that is there any branch or maybe a seat left because I didn't want to give a trail just behind just leaving back. So I applied the form. I was having good scores. It's near around 80% or so in my first year, and I applied there, and eventually by luck I got mechanical engineering. And I thought that yes, now from mechanical now I can shift to the aerospace engineering or aeronautical engineering in the future. That's how I switched to mechanical because mechanical is the father branch of nautical engineering, aeronautical engineering, aerospace engineering, all comes under
Indeed, yes,
mechanical.
sir.
That's why. Yeah,
It is very difficult to have a clear version in the first year itself, I would say.
exactly. Right. But when you know your goals, then the things starts to work. You don't think about anything else. Yeah.
Okay. And sir, tell us something about your winnings during your college time at NITs, IITs for the national level design and air modeling club in 2013.
Okay, so that was another very fortunate event because NCC in my time was for 2 years. It was BNC certificate. In C certificate, I got an A grade. In B certificate, I got an A grade. I did flying already. I've flown two-seater aircraft. Aero modeling, which I was doing from my childhood time, from my school days, that's where it got kicked in. Because after that, NCC what? Because the second year, third year, fourth year, engineering, I have to do something. So since I knew how to make model airplanes, how to fly them, I was doing that from my childhood 2002. So I started focusing on that after NCC was over. So from my second year till fourth year, I dedicated myself in all this tech fest competition which used to happen in IIT or in NIT. So I first went to NIT Warangal. I stood third there, and in our Indore newspaper also it came the second ki Udan Desh ka Teesra Sthan. That was
Wow.
me and my team members. So it was a really hats off moment because first time in my life I entered alone with my team members. You know, we went there. There were a team of 30 people from IIT Bombay, from IIT Delhi, from IIT Madras. All were surrounding us. We are having an our aircraft designed by us, and I was a pilot. And you just get 30 seconds to prove yourself. We went on the NIT grounds, beat them up. India challenge. We came with the winning flying colors. It came in all the newspapers. In Hansraj also in NIT Warangal also it came here also in Times of India and a lot of people. That was my first winning. Second, I won in IIT Madras. Then I went to IIT Kanpur. I won there as well. I went to Zephyr IIT Bombay. There also I won. So the winning streak keeps on happening. And that's where I found Kia. This is the pinnacle. I found that I flew real aircraft. I flew RC planes. I can build airplanes. I can design aircrafts. That's where it all
That must
started.
have been the best moment of your life, I think.
That was actually, and again, I would say, in this moment of my winning, Dr. S.C. Sharma sir, our director, he was very supportive, very, 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 very supportive. Because in the initial days when I was struggling with all these things, uh, in regarding anything, sir has never stopped me. That was the one kick I can say to you, because it's not about me having the confidence that I am going outside. It was him also as well from the director's perspective who allowed me to yes, Gaurav, go and participate there. I went there, I won and came and showed him certificate. See, I won. And then you're like, okay, fine, next what? That's how the trail started. Yeah.
And so, were you always inclined towards aerospace and drones during your college, or it started from your school days?
Okay. So I would start very quick on that. It was 2002. And
Okay.
I really found one person who was flying a model RC airplane. I went to his house. I learned all the things. He taught me everything. And today we are co-founders. So I learned flying from there, just from making paper planes to having a balsa wood sheet. So balsa wood comes from Japan. So it's a full
Okay.
sheet. You start carving the design. You start making a blueprint. You actually work on the CAD, sit on a model. That I was all doing when I was in class sixth and seventh. So from that time, I was having my first remote transmitter back in 2004. My schooling is from St. Paul Higher Secondary School. Class ninth, I approached my school teacher that let's open a aero club. I know how to fly. I have built this aircraft with me. That's where the Phoenix Aero Club of St. Paul started in back in 2005. So I think so. We are the first ones. I was the first team captain of that who started that. And that journey started from aero modeling, went into flying. I became a pilot, then went to the IIT competitions. And yeah, after that, third year again, due to Chairman sir, Gaurav sir, and Dr. Sharma sir, he gave me an opportunity. Why don't you open an aero club in Phoenix, Acropolis? And that's how, when I was in third year back in 2013, Phoenix Aero Club of Acropolis was started. So
That's so
yeah, now it's no more. Anyways, so
okay.
that's how the thing happened. Yeah.
And so, what was your experience at SSB interview in Army, Navy, and Air Force selection boards?
Got it. So, as you might be knowing right now, till now, that yeah, I was much fascinated to become a pilot.
Yes, sir.
Aerospace is something that I took it from my childhood. Eventually, I different family background. So I wanted to become a Indian Air Force fighter pilot, and that was also one of the reasons why I gave NCC having. People, I can say that people don't know about what NCC having does. Why you have to do NCC? Just because I missed an opportunity to give NDA when I was in class 12th. So this particular examination, the NCC certificate that you get with an A grade, it opened my doors directly to the SSB interview. So when I cleared NCC certificate A grade, when I was in third year, I really got an opportunity that NCCs do have vacancies coming up, as you don't need to write CSC, that is Command Defense Service Examination. You don't need it AFCAT, just with C certificate. You just have to present it, write it. It goes to the academy where it has to become, and you get your SSB letter directly. So that's where I got my first opportunity from the Indian Navy. That was a UAS pilot entry, and again in Acropolis, Indian Navy came, and I cleared that interview. The preliminary interview that happened in Acropolis, and that was a pilot entry. So I went first time for the Indian Navy pilot entry. I couldn't went through in the first attempt. That was in a PPDD, picture perception description test. I failed in that. Second, I again NCC certificate. I got AFSB Varanasi. I went for the Indian Air Force. There, it was again a pilot entry. So I cleared all the 5 stages till 5 days from the PPDD first day till the conference. I also cleared pilot aptitude battery test. That is, people maybe not know about. I can tell you is PABT is a once in a lifetime chance which you get to become a pilot in an Indian Air Force. That is PABT. I cleared that, and that was my last attempt just because due to my age. So that was my last attempt. And next, the last was the tech entry in Indian Army. So I again with my C certificate, I got again a direct entry. All my course mates and batch mates in SSB Allahabad, they all gave CDSE. They all came by writing the exam, and I was sitting there directly with an NCC certificate. No examinations given, directly in the interview. That got an advantage. Since my dreams of becoming a pilot in Indian Air Force could not be achieved, that's why I entered into this unmanned aerial vehicles field, and that's how the life changed.
That is very insightful, sir. And sir, how was
Yeah.
your experience as a test pilot and aircraft designer in first aerospace company at Bangalore and then another experience at Northern Command UAV project experience?
When I was in college, so you can't just directly get into aerospace company sitting in Madhya Pradesh, right? So
Right.
that time, during that time, I'm saying it was not easy. So my competitors were there in NIT, right? I used to be in top three. So one of those competitors, we became good friends. And every time I go to some IITs, I'll catch them. Like they will be there, and we'll be always in top three. Either I'm first, they are third, they are second, I'm first, or I'm third, they are first. That's where the good bonding happened. That's why you say the network is net worth. That's where my network came in
It
picture.
is.
I may be fortunate because I'm from mechanical. Getting a job in aerospace is something I wanted to do. I wanted to go outside. Was the first place why I liked, because I went for the nationals through NCC. I was like, wow. I was really flabbergasted that I want to be in this place at any point of time. I'll do my job here, like that. So one fortunate moment, I got in touch with the founder of AITR Aerospace.
Okay.
Eventually, I was so lucky just because I was in the co-founding team. I was in the first 5 members of Asteria. Today, there's 800 plus people backed by Reliance. They are acquired by Reliance. And all my team members were from United States. They were all US written. They were all MS and B Purdue and Georgia Tech. They have all worked in Rockwell Collins, Boeing. And I was a lone guy from Madhya Pradesh, you know. So that's why that learning of my first job was very important, because whatever I have achieved in the past is now is all getting creamier up, because all my folks working, my colleagues, my reporting manager were all from US. They were all US return. They have all did their MS and BS in aerospace from the creamiest universities. So That's where I got to learn a lot, working with Americans or American Indians, I would say. And in during that project, the flying the aircraft that I was doing, I can say that I converted my hobby, just as a hobby of flying, to a job. That's where unmanned aerial vehicles comes in picture. AITR Aerospace, the first company where I worked, was the second company. Second company. Today there are more than 600 companies now founders, right? So I worked in India second company during the time 10 plus years back. So that was one of my greatest achievement as of now. We were working for a defense project. So test pilot means there are two kind of pilots. First pilot is you have an airplane, you fly it, you know what's going to happen, you have a manual, you read it and you fly it. Test pilot is something we are designing it. I was also designing with the team. I was also flying with the team, and that was of carbon fiber. That is called as composite materials, from which your cars like Lamborghini and Ferrari have made. That material is very expensive.
It is,
So
yes.
we were designing the aircraft. What we are seeing in the computer, it's in front of us, but it's all composite. It's 10 times expensive. And one crash can actually do a lot of stuffs in the things. So I started flying that, designing, flying, working with the team. First time I'm seeing that we are sending the aircraft 1 kilometers on the laptop. It's still not coming. We can see that it's roaming around far. Then it goes 2 kilometers. Then it goes 3 kilometers. This is not a magic. It was happening in 2014. I was seeing all that. It was unmanned aerial vehicles, which actually entered that time, and today it is called as drones. So, drones is basically a terminology used in UK and India. Americans usually called it as UAV, unmanned aerial vehicles,
Okay.
or it's a subpart of unmanned aerial systems. So systems under that, your drones, their laptop, their communication system, all this subsystem comes. It's like that. So that's how the thing happened. And my first project was with the Northern Command, where I went there, at 4,000 meters. Uh, we were surrounded. We were all doing testing and trials, and that was such a marvelous experience at that point of time. Working with the defense for the pre-trial phase. So yeah.
It is very inspiring for everyone watching this, like how you had a clear vision at your first year and how you created your hobby into passion and your profession. So it is very inspiring to know all about it. And so, how did you switch? How did you switch to your branch? Was it difficult? And what were your specializations?
Okay. So when I was doing my job in Asteria, my first company, I already had a vision that I need to do MS in aerospace now because I was surrounded by them. I was getting motivated every day. That fine. I came to this point now. Now I have to go this. Now to all the persons, viewers who are listening this and to you, uh, everybody, I can say that I switched. I was in computer science. That
Okay.
was in high demand. I left that. See, I'm not the guy who follows the trail. I went beyond that, opposite to it. Whatever everybody was doing, I went opposite. I went to mechanical. And then it came that now I want to switch to aerospace. Why I did NCC? Why I did flying? Why I did those ID competitions? Because whenever you apply for, and I gave GRE as well in 2015, I gave IELTS, I gave TOEFL. I did fail, but I gave it again and I cleared it with flying colors. So what I can say is, and it was all by self. Nobody supported me. GRE also has self-studied. Even TOEFL also has self-studied. Then I couldn't get good marks. Then I went for IELTS IDP. Then I went for IELTS UKVI, right? UK visa and immigration exams, academics. So
Yes.
it didn't went through in one phase. It all happens with time. So due to that, when I was giving GRE, I was giving IELTS. I was having these peers examples nearby me. Why did these guys came back to India? They were MS, they were BS in aerospace from Purdue, from Georgia Tech, from Michigan University. So if I go there, maybe should I? Why should I? I'll be also coming back. That was my question, right? And the conversion from mechanical to aerospace or aeronautical engineering happened because of those IIT certificates. It happened because I was having aero modeling in the past. So outside, after GRE, they don't see you in any of the Ivy League universities that, okay, you have good marks, you have 80%, you 75%. No, they don't see that. First is your GRE, second is your IELTS or TOEFL marks. Third, what they see is your letter of intent. what exactly you have done. Then they see your your SOP. Uh, uh, they see that first, and letter of recommendations from the professors. What you get, that this guy has done so and so. This guy has done so. Two LORs was required, and one SOP that what personally you have done. Please tell us on in one page that this is what you have achieved in life, your extracurricular, apart from your education. So they focus primarily on your extracurriculars, what achievements you have done in that field, and then later comes your marks in BT, BE, BTech, or whatever in diploma, whatever you have done in the past. It's like that. So it's a very different phase outside. In India, we have a very different phase. Here, education is of paramount importance. Later comes the extracurriculars. Outside, the extracurriculars come first, then comes the what. So yeah, the motivation is most important, and that's where I was able to switch from mechanical to aeronautical engineering in Moscow Aviation Institute, Russia, like that.
Okay.
And
Everyone is
another thing is, why I didn't went to
everyone is
US?
into the rat race, but you switched from computer science to mechanical engineering. That is very different from what I
Yeah,
have
and
heard
mechanical
from past.
to aeronautical engineering later.
Yes.
Yeah. And another thing, just I'll just be a very quick on this point. Why
Mhm.
people don't, why they come from US? The reason is US is federal defense and security, right? So whatever the designs and whatever things the people are working and learning there, it stays there because everything comes under defense in United States. Maybe it's for the civil application use case. So aerospace, that particular term, and aeronautical, it all comes under defense. So whosoever studies aerospace there, we do have to study languages like MATLAB, Fortran, C, C++. We do that. We do learn in our course. So
Okay.
either of them ends up being into an IT company or an electronics company or a PCB manufacturing, or they come back to India if they don't end up in a job or something like that. And that's why I routed for Eurasia. Yeah.
And sir, as you told, you have gone to Russia for studying. So how was your experience there in Russia? And how was it working with Sukhoi, being at Sukhoi?
Okay. So you might be knowing Sukhoi is a fighter jet company,
Yes, sir.
right? So Russia, again, I'm saying that I have done something which not every person normally does. I went to Russia. So
Yes, sir.
everybody flies to US. Eventually, I got that opportunity during my robotics time. I went to US. So Russia was a very different thing. Since I was working on all these defense projects with my first company, I met a lot of HAL engineers, that is Hindustan Aeronautic Limited engineers in Bangalore during my term there for 4 years. So they guided me that all the Sukhoi engines, everything that comes from Russia. And they also do their MTech from Russia in Moscow Aviation Institute. And government sent them. Even IIC Bangalore, IIT Delhi, NIT have tied up with Russia for BrahMos project, the BrahMos missile project. They have worked on that.
Okay.
Uh, they were working on Sukhoi division for engineering design and all those things. So HL engineers goes to Moscow. They come there, they study there, they come back here. The Moscow engineers from Russia comes here to India, work with HL, DRDO, and it's like that. That's where I got that. Okay, it's a defense university. It's a Sukhoi and MiG university. So when
Okay.
I went there and again I gave my GRE scores to Russia. I gave my IELTS score. Then I gave a written examination. I took a visa, went to Russia, gave a written examination, cleared that. Again, during the interview time, same thing happened. That why you want to switch to aeronautical because you have background in mechanical, you don't have background in aeronautical.
Mhm.
Again, the same things happened. That see, my specialization in Russia was in aircraft design. So
Okay.
I told them I have been designing aircrafts from my childhood, and this is my portfolio. I have won a lot of IIT competition, premier level university competition in my school days. I have done NCC. I've flown a two-seater aircraft, and this is what my thing is. And that's why I got acceptance from Russia, and I started my education there. Good thing about studying in Russia was I learned Russian. I know business Russian, and all my professors were not professors. They were actually the project engineers and designers, managers of Sukhoi. So they were
Okay.
all from Sukhoi coming there to teach us. They were all from MiG, Mago and Gurevich. That's a MiG-21 aircrafts. They were there. The right now the famous aircraft which is there, that is Su-57. That is very famous right now in India. My faculty who taught me continuum mechanics. He was a project manager of Su-57 back in 2017. And I was very surprised to know when I just saw his video, just so running in a university, that oh, the Sukhoi 57 is getting built in 2016, 17, and this guy is sitting there, and then he opened up, you fine, I'm the project manager of that. So it seems really great when a Sukhoi fighter jet company uh, employees are teachers and they are coming and teaching you live, and then you're working on the actual fighter jet to understand the concepts and all those things. That's where my Russia part got really great. Bihang University started from there. So third semester when I was in Russia, I got an opportunity that I can go for an international exchange program, and that's where I applied for Bihang University.
In
So
China.
Bihang University in China, yeah, Beijing.
Okay.
So third semester, I filled all the forms. Again, I did all the visa process by self. I was knowing Russian writing and speaking. I filled out my form in Russian, went to the Chinese embassy in Moscow, applied for my visa, got my visa, and then flew to China in 2017, like that, for my third semester. And I did my
Okay.
project of flight vehicle design. There I also got a PhD in China. Eventually, I didn't pursue that later on. And 6 months I was in Beijing. So China University was in top 100. Moscow University was Moscow's number one university in aerospace engineering. And I came to Moscow. And then in my final terms, I worked with a Boeing subsidiary that is NIK. It's in Moscow. I worked there as a design intern for a month. Later to that, I worked with my Moscow Aviation Institute with my professors, company Sukhoi, on a classified project for aircraft designing for a time bit for 2 to 3 months. Once that was completed, I returned back to India.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, you have worked with Israel's fifth largest defense system. How was your
Yeah.
experience there?
It was actually awesome. So how it happened is when I came back to India in 2018, I joined Alpha Design Technologies, AITL. So that is also a defense company. And they were working in collaboration with Elbit Systems Israel. Fortunately, I came from Russia. It was 2018. I landed in July. In October, I was in Israel. So it was again a defense project. Working with them was really fantastic because Israelis are really good in UAVs and managerial vehicles, all the defense technologies. They are also one of the companies who have their systems installed in F-16, American Lockheed Martin F-16. So working with Israelis, working on the Israeli drone, working on that drone, flying it, manufacturing it, and then working for the defense. It was once in a limelight time which I actually wanted in my past. As I said, I wanted to get into defense. I wanted to join the defense forces as a fighter pilot. That thing could not happen. So to all the viewers, I can say it does not matter if you're not in defense. Does not. You can still support your defense inside the country by through these private companies, programs, and all those things. You can get a chance to get into big defense companies from Russia, from Israel, from Korea, from anywhere across. The gates are always open, but it's not that easy. I had a background because I came from Russia. They know it's a defense country. I was in China, it's a defense country. Then I went to Israel. So all these things did not happen just like this. It was not so fortunate. I was not saying that I just got a golden spoon. No. If you see the
Okay.
past, yes, I worked hard getting into all these things. I was having that background, so I can know that how to be in that program. Usually what happens is if anybody is going to Israel or Russia, it's always 100% it is defense projects, and only defense guys get a chance to get into it. Private people usually very less. I can say just 0.5%. So I was into that, I can say. Yeah.
And so, what were your defense project during this tenure?
So as I said, in my first company, I was in a defense pre-trial project in the
Okay.
Northern Command that I did. Second, I did it with Albert Systems and Alpha Design Technologies. So these are the two projects, main niche projects, where we have actually tested the aircraft in the coldest of regions like in Ladakh. Then we have also tested the aircraft in Stakna, and then we have also been to Mahu. So a lot of things has happened. Recently, we were also being in the project with IIT Indore. So
Okay.
now with the own company for sure. So these are the things which we have done. Yeah.
And sir, how it feels to be the first member of the UAV team of India's topmost logistic and leading the drone division of India.
It was really exciting. Delhivery, so India's second largest, 85,000 plus employees, 19,000 pin codes. It's a huge company. I was the first member of the drones team. So it was really great. At first, I was very excited because I was the first member in the team. I worked there for almost 6.5 years. I was heading the whole India R&D division there in Delhivery. And the thing is, my first project was with IIT Kanpur. So you can see that the thing that started from my college days, it kept on increasing and increasing. Never ever in my life. I didn't give IIT. I didn't give an.
Okay.
I didn't. I'm not an IITian, right? Right. I'm an Acropolian. And the first thing is working with IIT and in my first project at Delivery for 3 years, where I was working with two professors, two masters and one PhD. And yeah, I was leading that whole project. And they used to report to me. I used to tell them how we have to do the things, how we have to collaboratively work together to make an aircraft. And the aircraft that we were making was a biplane tail-sitter aircraft. Again, I am very much proud that I am the person and my teammates who are not there right now. We have worked on such a project which nobody in India till now today has pulled off with IIT Kanpur, whatever we have achieved that time. We worked on subscales, we worked on prototypes, uh, deploying the aircraft with the IIT team. So my office was in Goa in delivery. So
Okay.
from Goa, I used to fly to IIT Kanpur. I used to take updates. We used to discuss with them. We used to work on the project, get it implemented again. They used to come to our office, and this is how the project used to go. So I was entering into IIT Kanpur campus in the aerospace department. Never ever I have thought that I will be in IIT Kanpur. It's India's best and leading aerospace engineering institute in India.
It
Where
is.
you crack IIT JEE, then only you can enter in that. And I was working with the professors of IIT Indore, letting them know that this is how we want, this is what we need to do. So again, this is again an exemplary example that you don't have to be the best. Your gates will open automatically if you have the zeal to do that. So working on tail setter project was really exciting because the aircraft completely works on a passive stability. Passive stability means there is an autopilot in an airplane in UAV, which controls the aircraft. It's the brain of the aircraft. So once you automize it, once you press a button, it will automatically fly on the path which has been defined for that. And we worked on from the scratch in 2019 and 2021. We achieved that project. So I used to do back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to IIT Kanpur, and it was really working with the professor of IIT Kanpur, being in a private company, you know, and letting them know what we want to do, and they were working what we are saying. This is what we have to get it done, and I am testing with them. I am sitting with them. I'm coordinating with them day and night. That this is what is required with the IITians, and that was really exciting. Yeah.
And so it is actually very inspiring, and you had a really good exposure, I would say.
I can't say that I had an exposure. It's like wherever my paths started to go, I just followed that. I never thought that I'll be someday working with IITs. I never thought that I'll be working with Israel, Elbit Systems sometime, maybe with Sukhoi. A childhood dream that started from nowhere. It was going in this path
You
where
made
I
your
never
own
thought that
exposure,
I'll be
I would
meeting
say.
all these people.
You made your own exposure.
Yeah, and during the IT phase, we came to Indore as well. So we did beyond visual line of sight trials, that is BVLOS, where we put medicines inside the airplane and we send it across to 12 kilometers. So first we did it in Vikarabad, Medicine from the Sky project, MFTS. So we went to Vikarabad. There was the collector of Vikarabad who inaugurated that. It was in collaboration with Niti Aayog, UNICEF, Apollo Hospitals, and it was a hub and spoke model. Hub and spoke means there is a circle and there is a center, public health center in between. From there, you need to send an aircraft far across, 3 kilometers, 12 kilometers. And that biplane, again, I'm again proud to say that we are the first person on my teammates and I am. being a mission commander, was the first guy to do BV laws on biplane tail sitter aircraft. Nobody has in India till today has achieved that, and we have done that. So, a project we started like a seed became a product, and then we implemented and tested that. And back in 2022, also we came here in Indore, R9 cricket ground. There also we flew the aircraft till 9 kilometers. It all came in newspapers across everywhere. It was there. Right now also if you search Delhivery in Indore, you'll see a lot of news where you can see our aircraft and I'm standing there. So that's how we have
That
achieved
makes
all
me
these
feel
things.
proud for
Yeah,
us also, for us, like for Acropolians also.
indeed.
And so, after 10 years of your experience, what is your biggest personal learning?
What's my biggest
Personal learning.
personal learning? Okay, before I answer to that, there was another thing I just forgot to add. I'll just make it really
Okay,
quick.
sure, sir.
It's the India US project, Delivery Robotics. So when I in 2021, when I was there, we acquired an American company, Transition Robotics. Another chance that I was again working with Americans. I was in working in the design development of the whole aircraft. Last year in August, I was in United States, 2024. I was working with the Californian team. I would not be, that to say that my team members from US were from MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology.
Massachusetts, okay.
They have worked in manned UAVs, manned aircrafts. They were actually working from past. They were in Uber, Elevate. They were in a lot of big companies of United States. So working with the American firm was really good. That is the company that my previous company acquired it. Working with the team was really different. The team was an ex-team members of MIT US, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. They were also aerospace engineers. They have worked on a lot of big projects, and working with them was really exciting because team members like that you never get to work in your whole lifetime. Maybe it's a luck, I can say. I can say a second luck. What I can tell you is I didn't went to US for doing my MS like an all
Okay.
person does. I did went to US on a business visa on aerospace engineering company side. That was another exciting thing of my life. First was going to Israel, second was going to United States. So when I was applying for a business visa and I went to the US visa interview, I was asked a lot of questions and they said, which company? I was like, yeah, it's a logistic company and I'm going for an unmanned aerial vehicles project. They were shocked and the interviewer itself told me, I've seen a lot of people from the ITs usually go there to US, and you're going from the aerospace company to do all those things for the aerospace engineering work. It was really exciting. Even in my tour, when I was on a trip and in the flight, I landed in US in San Jose, California. A lot of things. I met a lot of people in between, a lot of Indians, I can say. They were all surprised that how a guy from non IT background is landing in US from an aerospace field on a business visa. So my life turnaround has been like that. I don't say I'm lucky, but whatever I loved and I liked, I got it, and it kept on happening with me, chance by chance. Yeah.
Manifestation, I would say.
I can say I really wanted to go to US, but I didn't know that that chance after 2018 is coming in 2024. That too by my company like that.
That is very exciting to know. And so,
Yeah.
yes, I was asking about your learnings, your 10 years experience in the learning, your life
Mm.
learnings.
So life learnings. Life learnings is I would say life is not easy. I wanted to be a fighter pilot. I ended up starting my own company today after so many years. At some point, I can say be focused in your life. Don't go by the way ki if 10 people are doing that, so I'll do that. No. First is you should have trust and believe in yourself. You should have trust and faith and believe that whatever I am doing is good. You can make 100 members team. You can make 1,000 members team. Those 1,000 members team should have trust on that person as a leader that whatever he's or she's is doing, we are not going to get stuck. They know what they are doing, and that's what I can say about me. I was knowing what I was doing. I went across from CS to mechanical to aeronautical
Not.
engineering to again, I forgot to add that I also studied my executive MBA from IIM Lucknow, Indian Institute of Management, Lucknow. And currently, I'm also doing my PhD in strategic management. So my whole life journey, I completely switched. It's not like I'm hopping the streams, but I learned a lot in the picture. So from starting my hobby, because usually what happens is people don't trust you like this. They see the hobby here, so you can be singing, you can be dancing, right?
Hmm.
That can be a hobby. You can do anything, you can be painting. My hobby was flying. I love airplanes, making planes, but that hobby turned into a job. An engineer turned into a management guy, and then management guy turned into a CEO of a company. And that's what my life is. Another thing I can tell you in very short is management is the top, whatever you say. So why I went to IIM after doing all those things? Just because these are small learnings that nobody tell you. But in the start, I can tell you, if I can tell ki 10 years back or 15 years back, someone would have told me, I say that I was technically sound. I knew how to fly an aircraft, but yes, to lead, you need to be in the management side. So management is important for sure. Yeah.
And so my question would be like, what should a student focus right away from their school to college and later in their life?
Okay, it depends on person to person. Like it can be anything. But I can say that whatever hobby a student pursues. So right now, Mirach Aerospace, yes, we are going to impart trainings, workshops. We are into manufacturing subsystems, subsystem, whatever things we are doing. We are going to increase the STEM culture right now in Madhya Pradesh. What was not there when I was there, and today when I came back again, it is still the same, right? Nothing changed much. So I think so now, yes, with my company, we can change a lot. Uh, in terms of aeronautical, if you say, yes, I take that thing key for specifically for Acropolis students, for all our Acropolis, uh, uh, whatever my team is there and whatever you guys are working on, definitely my company's full support is there 100%. Reaching from a STEM level to aerospace company or doing whatever you want to do in life. Maybe it's aircraft designing, control systems engineering, whatever things are there. Mirach Aerospace is standing in that for sure. For all the students across the city in Indore or across MP, I also take a thing key. If I get a good opportunity, I will definitely like to train or open centers for students who really want to get into aerospace from the aero modeling till the product development side, working on actual UAVs, the carbon fiber composite UAVs like that. Next thing is, if anybody has any hobby, I don't say that the student should stop learning that. They should still keep continuing that and always pursue in that. I still remember a quote from Three Idiots, if you would have seen it.
Yes, sir.
सक्सेस के पीछे मत भागो, अपने आप को इस काबिल बना लो कि सक्सेस खुद तुम्हारे पीछे आए. Right? That's what the Three Idiots slogan was. I followed that. And today I'm sitting here and I'm not saying that I'm the prime example, but I am like, I didn't follow what everybody did. I followed what I wanted to do, and today I'm happy. So it does not mean that someone is a singer, they should be sad keen and they want to end up in an IT job. No, they can be the best singer in India. They can be the best footballer in India. They can be the best cricketer in India. Depends if you're focused, then definitely you'll end up in your goal somewhere in life.
Your journey is very exciting and inspiring for all the students who will be listening to your podcast later on. And this
Yeah.
brings us to the end of this insightful conversation. Thank you, sir, for sharing all your journey, all your insight. It has been inspiring to understand the future of drones and aerospace through your learning, through your lens. Thank you so much, sir.
Not a problem. Just maybe one thing, I would like to add another thing
Okay.
regarding Mirach Aerospace, since we couldn't discuss on that. So, Mirach Aerospace was formed by all the experiences that I have. So, more than 10 experience plus years of experience of mine. My co-founder's experience of more than 20 years. So, we really want to make Madhya Pradesh a big hub of aerospace in India. I have seen Bangalore, I have seen Chennai. I've seen Pune, I've seen Delhi. I want Madhya Pradesh to also be called as the aerospace hub of India. That's where I left my job. I left everything. I left Tier 1 cities. I left international jobs. I came here to my state, to my city to grow it. And what we are going to work in on a defense drones, we are going to work on systems, subsystems, components development from the scratch, design to end product development, and manufacturing hubs. So our city, our people, our students of Acropolis can get benefited of the things they don't want to go outside in Bangalore. We'll get here in Indore. Yeah. So that's it from my side.
Okay. Oh, so is there any way we can connect with you?
Sure. So maybe you can, if anybody is viewing me here, they can connect me with info at
Okay.
the rate mirachaerospace.com. Mirach Aerospace is written on the background side. It remains the same. Info at the rate mirachaerospace.com.
Thank you for the
Not a
session. It
problem.
was
So
really
I'll
great
just
connecting with you.
same here, same here. Thank you so much, Neha, for your time. And thank you so much for inviting me to this.